Aloha, I'm Jenny, born and raised in Hawaii, where I met the love of my life, Eddie. In 2023, everything changed. We moved 4,800 miles to start over in a quiet corner of North Carolina. Welcome to our little corner. This is Stretch-a-Buck, part grocery store, part treasure hunt, part why is there a single jar of peanut butter next to the dog shampoo? And you know what? I'm here for all of it. This is actually one of my favorite stores to come and snag great finds at a super steep discount. So this magical land is what is called a salvage grocery store. Basically, it's where food goes when it's been rejected by the popular kids. You know, dented cans, awkwardly labeled snacks, and things that are technically past their best buy date. But it's all totally fine unless you're extremely emotionally attached to sell by calendars. But, you know, as the saying goes, you do you, and I'll do me and snag some really great deals. Salvage grocery stores get their goods from reclamation centers, overstock from manufacturers, and the occasional apocalypse prepper who changed their mind. If it's got a ripped box or it's a weird seasonal item, boom, onto the shelves it goes. So now here's the thing. I meant to film the whole shopping spree, right? But, you know, my camera betrayed me. We have no footage. It's gone. Vanished. So instead of a play-by-play, imagine me dodging fellow bargain hunters and whispering sweet nothings to a slightly dented can of Campbell's tomato soup priced at 49 cents. It was beautiful. I regret nothing. Okay, let's skip to the good part, the haul, because I may not have documented the journey, but I absolutely documented the spoils. Okay, so this is everything that we got from the salvage store, and please excuse that it's on our bed. This is literally the largest surface we have in the house. We share the house and it's very small. So here we are. So we did a really good job at our salvage store, taking a look at everything before I go through the prices. Take a guess. Take a guess at how much we paid. Okay, I'm going to pause for a second. Put it in the comments. Okay, let's go through everything. It's a lot. And then as I go through everything, I will tell you know, you'll see the sticker price of what we paid, and then I'll tell you what that normally goes for retail wise normally. And I price compared to Walmart because Walmart is the cheapest place where we are. There are a few brands that I had to compare with that store generic to be able to get that price for you. Anyway, let's get started. Holy macaronis. Okay, so let's start with the Betty Crocker cake mix. This is the lower sugar one. You can see we paid 49 cents for 2 boxes. It normally retails at $2.46. When I make dinners for my husband that are fast, when I have meetings, he really likes the Nora pasta sides. So I have an idea of what I'm going to do with these. How I put it with chicken. I'll add our canned chicken that we already have and probably some broccoli. So you see we got it for 49 cents. These normally retail at Walmart for $1.28. Okay, let's slide on up. So instant potatoes, I know these aren't the best for you nutritionally, but again, sometimes this is the season in our life right now where I'm working full time and we are very busy, and so I just want to feed my husband. And so we paid, here, let me scoot this back so you can see it. We paid $1.99 per box. At Walmart, they normally retail for $2.56. So anybody who cooks with mushrooms, you know these little bad boys have risen. They've actually tripled in price over the last couple of years, which is, you know, a lot of things have done that. But we scored these for 49 cents. They are the generic brand from Lowe's Grocery Foods. It's a little more upscale store for us. So we got them for 49 cents. They normally retail for $1.50. To go into the pantry when I'm not feeling good, I really like tomato soup. That is just one of those comfort foods. So you can see we got 5 cans of these. We got them for 49 cents. Normally, Campbell's soup, they retail for $1.72 each. We did grab a couple of snacks that will last us over the next few months. So the Rolos were amazing. They have 4 for $1. I couldn't say no. Normally each roll retails for $1.32. Okay, also on this trip, I knew we normally only hit this store maybe once or twice a year. So I figured if I could find things that were still in date, I would buy them for the holidays. So we've got our turkey gravy here. We got 3 of them, and they were 99 cents each. Normally, each one of these little bad boys retails at Walmart for $2.77. Also, to go straight into the pantry for the holidays is going to be the stovetop stuffing, the cornbread one. When I make my stuffing, I usually add sausage and all the veggies and all the broth and all that fun stuff. We got these for 99 cents. Normally, they retail for, let's think, $2.82. Coming down, let's scoop. Same thing for the holidays. We're gonna stock up on some cranberry sauce. During the holidays, during Thanksgiving alone, my husband can go through 2 cans by himself. He just loves cranberry. So we got these for 49 cents. And these are the Food Club. It's an IGA. It's an IGA store brand, and these normally retail for about $1.99. Sliding back up to the red cabbage with apple. I have never seen these in a store other than Aldi, and Aldi's brand is fantastic. So we're going to kind of take a chance. Not sure about this brand, but couldn't go wrong because they were $1.99 each. When I did look up the brand online, each jar normally goes for $9.75. That really blew me away. Then we came to coffee. We have a ton of coffee pods that I normally buy from Wegmans, but when I saw the holiday blend from Starbucks, which I really like, I used to work for the Big Bad a long time ago, and this is actually one of their favorite blends that they do that I really enjoy. And it's $3. We got it for $3.99. And normally it retails for $12.48. Another coffee that we got that my husband went, hey, let's try it. It's $1.99. I said, yeah, let's roll. It's the Celo Rojo. And this normally retails for $7.99. Coming to the some baking stuff, the avocado oil that I like to use as a spray when I bake. We got each bottle for $2.99. And normally each one of these retails for $5.88. Again, some snacks that we kind of like to kind of have on hand are pitted dried dates. We got these for $1.99. They're, name brand. Normally each bag goes for $5.09. And again, thinking about the holidays already, it's only March and I'm already thinking about Christmas. We got a box of Swiss Miss. We got it for $1.99. It's not that big of a deal. It's not that big of a savings. It normally retails for $2.83. And when it goes on sale, sometimes it's like $2.50, $2.20. But the lure of hot chocolate was calling my name when we were in the store. So there we are. Other snacks, my husband really enjoys the Reese's. And everybody knows when they try to buy candy, it's an arm and a leg. So we got this one for $5.99. This is the party size. So normally at Walmart, when I checked, it normally retails for $14.84. We also got some York peppermint patties for the husband. Again, this is the family one. We got it for $2.99. Normally this retails for $8.54. Now, these are my treats. The Famous Amos cookies. I love Famous Amos. Super wonkadoodle fact about me. So I grew up in Kailua on the island of Oahu in Hawaii, and Wally Amos, who was Famous Amos, he used to live in Kailua. My dad had a repair business. We repaired TVs, VCRs, stereos, the whole nine yards. And we were fortunate enough to have Mr. Amos as a client, who would bring in his things to be repaired by my dad. So I remember from, when I was a kid in the 80s, he would bring us some treats, and those were always these cookies. These cookies are amazing. Anyway, I could go on forever. And some people are probably horrified by that, that I actually love these instead of making my own from scratch. But it's just one of those childhood memories that always makes, it makes it taste better. So we got each pack for $1.99. They normally retail for $5.99 each. And as you can tell, we've already kind of busted into this bad boy. Okay, so behind the cookies are oatmeal, or is oatmeal. They're 2 boxes. My husband likes the maple brown sugar, and he also likes the peaches and cream. Each one of these were $1.99. They normally retail anywhere between $2.50 and $2.89, and it is, the generic, one of the generic brands in one of the IGAs here locally in the South. Then the next is, again, for soups and other things, as well as, looking ahead to getting some things in the pantry for the holidays, so we don't have to purchase it later, is some broth and stock. So we got the name brand Swanson vegetable stock. This was 99 cents. Normally this one goes for $2.99. Then we have the 2 types of chicken broth. The Food Club brand, which is the generic IGA, and College Inn. I really like, they didn't have, this was all they had of the College Inn. I really like College Inn because it doesn't have a lot of those nasty little beasties in the ingredients, and it's pretty clean. It's not bad. Again, we got these for 99 cents. The Food Club usually retails for about $2.79 a container, and then the College Inn normally retails for about $2.34. And then the beef broth, again, the Food Club generic IGA, we got it for 99 cents. And each of these retail for about $2.79. So I got 3 of the beef, total of 4 of the chicken, and 2 of the vegetable stock. And that was it. We wound up paying for everything here about a little over $100. And I will go ahead and tell you what what we saved in a second, because I was totally blown away. Okay, drum roll please, in terms of how much we saved. How much do you guys think we saved on all of this stuff? Put it in the comments. Take a guess. I was pretty blown away when I actually did the math of each item, how much we saved, how much we spent. So we saved a total of $171.04. This was all just going to the salvage store, guys. If you have a salvage store near you, go check it out. You never know what you can actually score. And a lot of these goods are really, they're fine. There are a few of these things that where the boxes are crushed. But other than that, the product on the inside is absolutely fine. When I was kind of picking through the canned goods, when I did look at the canned goods, I made sure that all the seals were intact. There wasn't any denting on the cans, no bulges, no nothing. And, as long as the cans are not compromised, you are good to go. So if you have the opportunity, check out your local salvage store. You can even just Google it online, and find something, because you'll save. And gosh, in this economy, we really need to do all we can. I know that we're finding it a challenge for sure. Anyway, I hope you have a great day. I hope you enjoyed this haul at our local salvage store, which is called Stretch a Buck. We travel about an hour each way to go to them, and it is worth every ounce of time, because we say on this haul alone we saved $171, and that means that we can either save that, we can pay down a bill, something, right? And that's what it's about. Anyway, I hope you have a great rest of your day, guys. Take care. And hey, you know what? In case nobody's told you this today, I'm really glad you're here. I'm really glad you're here. You are special, you are worthy, and you are irreplaceable, my dear. Take care.